There are some homes where money comes in only to slip away, simply because right in front of the house stands a tree that was planted with the intention of providing shade, but in reality, it unknowingly cuts off the flow of wealth energy right at the doorstep. In Feng Shui, the main door is considered the mouth through which energy enters the home. It is the channel through which prosperity and vital energy flow in every single day. When the area in front of the door is blocked by a tree that was planted in the wrong position or has a shape that is not suitable, the flow of energy can become heavy and scattered. This makes it difficult for wealth to accumulate and stay. That is why there are homes where money does come in but quickly flows out. The homeowner might still earn money, but it does not stay long, and at times there is a sense of stagnation in the household without a clear reason. Because of that, in today's video, we are going to explore the types of trees that are suitable to plant in front of the house. These trees can help protect your wealth and support your health according to Feng Shui principles. And before we begin, leave a comment down below with this positive affirmation to bring in uplifting energy. I keep my doorway bright and open so that luck and prosperity always find their way into my home. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel Master Zhen, Feng Shui Secrets for Wealth, so you will not miss out on powerful Feng Shui tips to help your home attract prosperity and welcome more good fortune. So, what kinds of trees should you plant in front of your house to attract good fortune? Let us explore that right now. The first tree, freshwater mangrove. When it comes to Feng Shui and wealth-attracting plants, the freshwater mangrove is often associated with the energy of accumulation, stability, and long-term endurance. The kind of energy this tree generates moves slowly and steadily, without pressure, helping to create a solid foundation for positive energy as it flows into the home. This gentle rhythm brings a sense of peace and comfort to the living space, making it especially suitable for families who seek lasting abundance and want to preserve blessings across generations. Symbolically, the name of the tree reflects a familiar principle in Feng Shui for wealth. Fortune is often created from many small streams, coming together and nourishing each other. The word Feng suggests something small, abundant, and steady, representing gradual accumulation over time rather than a quick influx. When this symbolic presence stands in front of the house, the energy senses a deep appreciation for Puan, stability, and blessings. This way of receiving energy makes it more likely to stay, move gently, and avoid scattering. The location of the freshwater mangrove also plays an important role. It should be placed in front of the house, but not directly aligned with the main entrance. A slight offset allows energy to flow smoothly rather than being blocked or forced. Natural light, especially morning sunlight, activates vitality within the foliage, allowing the wood element's energy to circulate harmoniously. When placed correctly, the entrance feels open and welcoming, not heavy or overshadowed. Another key detail many people overlook is the shape and density of the tree. If the canopy is too thick, energy can become trapped for too long, leading to a feeling of stagnation. In Feng Shui, energy should be guided and allowed to flow freely, not compressed. Regular pruning helps sunlight reach all parts evenly, creating a rhythm of breath for the space in front of the house. When the energy moves in a steady flow, family life tends to run more smoothly with fewer feelings of unease or stress. The freshwater mangrove is ideal for families that value a stable home and hope to maintain good energy for future generations. It does not seek attention, but when properly cared for, it becomes a reliable source of energy. It stands there quietly, balancing the energy flow, giving wealth a place to settle, offering health a space to recover, and bringing a calm, deep and stable rhythm to the household. The second tree, Dracaena fragrans. With the Dracaena fragrans, its energy clearly expresses openness and direction. This tree is often seen as a symbol of structured growth, where energy flows in a clear and focused way. When placed in front of a house, it helps guide positive energy without letting it scatter, giving the sense that everything is moving in the right direction. Even the name of the tree reflects these qualities. Thiet implies strength and resilience. Moklan brings to mind steady upward growth. Together they form an energy that advances steadily, perfect for families in a stage of expanding their work, seeking new opportunities, and strengthening their financial position. Its straight trunk and upward-reaching leaves allow energy to enter through the main door with more clarity and brightness. This makes the space in front of the home feel energized and proactive, helping those who live there stay focused, think clearly, and make firm decisions. The cairn. Best location is on the porch or to either side of the entrance, leaving enough space for the tree to grow naturally and stay stable. Moderate sunlight helps the leaves stay vibrantly green, a sign of balanced life energy. Clean and upright leaves also support smooth energy flow, preventing blockages right at the door. The Dracaena fragrans is well suited for those working in intellectual fields, business, or management. When placed properly, it becomes a clear channel for energy, guiding prosperity along a defined path and making life in the house more focused and dynamic. The third tree, Schefflera. Schefflera represents a level of energy focused on protection and inner stability. When Schefflera is placed in front of a home, it creates a zone of shielding energy that helps maintain balance in the living space, even against external disruptions. The energy that passes through this area slows down, becomes more gentle, and flows more steadily before entering the home. The leaves of Schefflera spread outward in different directions, symbolizing the dispersal of pressure. In Feng Shui, this shape helps Schefflera soften the flow of energy entering through the main door, preventing a feeling of force or abrupt impact. When energy is evenly distributed, the space in front of the house becomes more relaxing, and people feel more grounded, less prone to prolonged tension. When planting Schefflera in front of the house, it is important to keep the Schefflera slightly off-center from the door to maintain an open pathway. Schefflera should be placed in a wide enough area so that its canopy can open naturally. If Schefflera is squeezed too close to the entrance, its protective energy might feel heavy instead. Soft lighting also helps Schefflera maintain its balance, accurately reflecting its role as a harmonizer. For families who wish to keep their living space calm and limit unnecessary disruptions, Schefflera is a great choice. Schefflera helps regulate the energy field in front of the house, allowing life energy to enter gently and in order, thereby supporting long-term health, emotional well-being, and stability for the whole household. The fourth tree, orange and tangerine trees. With orange and tangerine trees, the energy they generate in front of the house is bright, fresh, and full of momentum. These trees represent everyday energy, steady money flow, and a sense of abundance in daily life. When positioned correctly, orange and tangerine trees make the front of the home feel warm, welcoming, and naturally attractive. The most prominent feature of these trees is their fruit. Round, golden orange fruits symbolize fullness, abundance, and simple joys. In Feng Shui, a round shape signifies completeness, while the golden orange color is linked with nourishing wealth energy. When the tree bears fruit consistently, The energy field in front of the home often feels lively and rhythmic, reflecting the healthy flow of resources within the family. The canopy of orange and tangerine trees tends to spread moderately without creating a feeling of heaviness. The energy flowing through this area gets gently activated, avoiding prolonged stagnation. This kind of movement suits families aiming to improve their cash flow, increase flexibility in spending, and maintain a balanced sense of income and expenses. The energy from these trees directly influences how vibrant the space feels, right where wealth energy first starts forming a habit of visiting. These trees need good sunlight, as light sustains the energy in the leaves and fruit. Areas like the front yard or either side of the porch usually work well, as long as the pathway remains open. When light and space are in harmony, the energy in front of the home becomes brighter, creating a welcoming and friendly atmosphere for both residents and guests. Orange and tangerine trees are often planted by families who want to encourage movement and circulation in their daily lives. Their presence in front of the house helps the space feel less stagnant, encourages daily activity, and keeps everything moving at a steady rhythm. When placed thoughtfully and cared for properly, they act as a gentle activator, helping wealth flow in a cycle that naturally fits everyday family life, from spending and communication to routine relationships. The fifth tree, fig tree. Among the trees, often planted in front of homes, the fig tree represents the energy of strength and long-term sustainability. This type of tree is well suited for households that already have a stable lifestyle, where finances, daily routines, and relationships need to be maintained in lasting balance. The energy field created by the fig tree tends to gather and hold energy, making the front of the house feel grounded and deeply rooted. What makes the fig tree stand out is its strong trunk and wide-spreading canopy. In Feng Shui, this horizontal growth pattern creates a space capable of holding energy, a place where energy is more likely to pause instead of rushing through. When the energy in front of the home flows in such a rhythm, family life tends to unfold steadily without the highs and lows of sudden change. The fig's fruit adds another layer of meaning. The clusters of fruit grow evenly along the branches, forming a visual symbol of controlled, balanced growth. Energy that interacts with this symbol often feels full, but not excessive. It encourages a mindset of having enough to live, enough to share, supporting families in maintaining wise spending habits and avoiding feelings of lack. Where you plant the fig tree is crucial for maximizing its energy. It thrives in open front yards where the canopy can spread naturally. By giving the tree some distance from the main door, light and airflow can still reach the home, while the energy field in front has space to gather. This balance makes the entrance feel solid and steady without being heavy. The sixth tree, star apple tree. In home Feng Shui, the star apple tree is seen as a symbol of care and connection in family life. This tree is especially suitable for homes that prioritize health, emotional harmony, and strong relationships among members. The energy it creates moves in a slow, steady rhythm, helping the living space feel warm, gentle, and consistently supportive over time. The star apple grows gradually and evenly. Its trunk thickens over time, roots grow deep, and the canopy opens in a balanced way without being harsh. In Feng Shui, this growth pattern reflects an energy that nourishes deeply, keeping the energy in front of the home grounded and stable. When the main entrance carries this kind of energy, household life tends to experience fewer disruptions, and people feel more at ease after stressful periods. The fruit of the star apple clearly represents the idea of nurturing. Round in shape and soft when ripe, the fruit evokes a sense of care and nourishment. Energy that interacts with this symbol over time takes on a warm, connected tone. This directly influences how family members interact, reducing emotional distance and strengthening daily bonds. In terms of placement, the tree needs enough space for energy to flow as intended. A spacious front yard with firm, well-drained soil helps the tree maintain balance. If planted too close to the front door, moisture from the leaves and soil may weigh the energy down. Leaving a proper gap allows energy to circulate, keeping the entry area dry, light, and pleasant. One important point is that the star apple requires consistent seasonal care. A clean base, healthy soil, and well-trimmed foliage ensure that its nourishing energy is not interrupted. When the tree grows evenly, the energy in front of the house stays stable, supporting long-term health and emotional peace for the family. However, when planting and caring for trees, there are also a few important things to keep in mind to avoid disturbing the energy balance in front of your house. First note, avoid over-fertilizing or using excessive chemical treatments. When planting trees near the front of your house, fertilizer and treatment usage should be carefully controlled because this area is close to your daily living space. Many environmental studies in residential areas have shown that chemical fertilizers and pesticides can spread into the air as vapor or fine particles or seep deep into the soil. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, such residues can directly affect your living environment if used frequently or in excess. From a Feng Shui perspective, the soil in front of the home plays a vital role in shaping the initial energy field before that energy moves into the inner space. When chemicals build up in the soil, its ability to regulate moisture and exchange air is significantly reduced. As a result, the energy becomes stagnant and loses its natural balance. In everyday life, homes that care for plants in a natural way tend to maintain a consistent and pleasant atmosphere. Trees grow slowly, roots stay strong, and the soil keeps its original structure. When growth follows a steady rhythm, the energy flow at the entrance is more harmonious, providing a solid foundation for health and peace of mind over time. Second note, do not plant trees with sharp thorns or strange, twisted shapes. When choosing trees for the front of your home, the shape and appearance of the tree should be a priority. This is because it directly impacts how the space feels and how people psychologically respond to it. Trees with thorns, twisted trunks, or unusual, distorted forms often create a harsh visual impression, making the entrance feel uninviting. In the field of environmental psychology, numerous studies gathered by the American Psychological Association have shown that people subconsciously react with stress to sharp or strongly asymmetrical shapes, even if they are not actively paying attention. When such shapes are consistently present at the front entrance, mild stress can build up over time. In applied Feng Shui, the area in front of the home forms the first energy impression of the living space. Trees with soft lines and balanced canopies allow energy to flow gently and steadily. This feeling aligns with healing landscape research mentioned by the World Health Organization, which recommends harmonious natural forms to support mental well-being. In practice, avoiding thorny or oddly shaped trees at your doorstep helps the entrance remain gentle and welcoming. This is not only a Feng Shui decision, but one based on understanding the environment and human psychology, bringing long-term benefits to daily life. Third note, do not plant trees too closely together in one spot. When planting in front of your house, the spacing between trees must be calculated to keep the entrance area open and breathable. Planting trees too densely in one spot reduces sunlight and blocks airflow, directly affecting the microclimate around the door. Studies by the United States Department of Agriculture on landscaping and residential environments show that trees planted too close together can increase local humidity and limit air circulation. This creates favorable conditions for mold to grow in the soil and surrounding air, which can negatively affect the living environment near the front of the home. In applied Feng Shui, the front entrance needs open space so that energy can move evenly. When trees are crowded together, the energy becomes compressed, and the entryway may feel tight or uncomfortable. This reflects real environmental conditions, not spiritual beliefs. According to WHO guidelines for healthy living environments, natural light and good ventilation help maintain both physical and mental well-being. Planting trees with proper spacing helps preserve these conditions, keeping your entrance bright, airy, and pleasant for everyday use. With all this in mind, I hope you can now see the trees in front of your house as a part of your living environment that deserves thoughtful care. The way you choose, position, and nurture your trees reflects your respect for health, prosperity, and long-term stability. When the area in front of your door is well arranged, the energy flows smoothly, and your own mindset becomes lighter and more grounded in daily life. Feng Shui begins with the things closest to us: a bright entrance, a space that breathes, a tree that is gently cared for, all contribute to building a strong foundation for life. When these elements are maintained over time, they create a lasting sense of security and peace. And before you go, leave a comment with a positive affirmation to invite good energy into your life. Something like, "I take care of the space in front of my home so that prosperity and stability always stay with my family." And do not forget to subscribe to Master Zhen, Feng Shui Secrets for Wealth, so you never miss valuable Feng Shui tips that help you protect your wealth, nourish your health, and build a lasting, stable life.